1, 2, come, let's go. I said 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 1, 2, come, let's go.
All right, everybody, welcome back. I want to welcome everybody back. I know it's been a little minute. I've been ripping and running around the world a little bit. But today's subject, what I want to talk about, is something we all know, but we don't tend to believe. And one thing that we do know is that if somebody we care about say something harmful, that hurts us. We know that not only what they do in the physical, whether they throw something at you or, break something, outside of that, their words, things that they say, their nonverbal communication can still hurt you. The first time you ever seen your woman do you like this? What? What does that mean? Does that mean there's no more respect for you? Does that mean it's over for you? Or does it mean get out of my face? What does that mean? Or the first time, yo, dude, do you like that? Is he showing you like a dog? Or is he just saying, get out of here? See, words have energy. Words technically is energy. Because anything that has a vibration is an energy source or resonates with energy or sound wave molecules. Now, the same way that I'm speaking to you right now, using vibrations from my voice box, it's just tones. And I'm just A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm just changing those tones with my tongue to formulate words. So all I'm doing is taking a vibration and shaping it, or I'm taking this vibration and changing it into music to your ears because you can understand me. So if you can understand my music or what I'm saying to you, you will connect with me in that manner through those sound waves. It's like if we walking down the street, I'm next to you, look out! That's a vibration from my voice box. You in tune to that sound or that tone. If you go to another country like China, watch out, watch out! You hear that all the time. And that don't necessarily mean look out. You know? So, those vibrations allow us to communicate to each other and exchange energy toward each other. Because communication is not only sound waves, it's also the energy that's dispersed back and forth from the words that are formulated through those vibrations that are understood. That's why it's important on a daily basis to spew positive vibrations. Not only towards somebody else. Think about it. If you say, Hey, you look nice today. And the person received it. They're like, oh, they get a pat. Why they get a pat? They got hit with your energy. They received it. You can do the same thing to yourself. You waiting for somebody else to validate you. Validate yourself first. You have to put positive energy towards yourself first. Because if you are already running on a deficit of positive energy, and the positive energy that you don't have, you giving away, you're not going to have any energy left for yourself to function when you need to feel positive. You're going to start to feel a deficit. You're going to start to feel, tired today, woe is me, Then you're going to start feeling negative vibes because you're in that negative zone. So the negative vibes is going to ride with you, and that's what you're going to get attracted to, and you're going to lean toward that stuff. Especially if you're on your phone, you're going to run toward the sad stuff. You have to be careful with your words. I know one thing about relationships that is almost non-fail. You could get into an argument, say something mean. 2 years go past. That same thing you said 2 years ago come up. Then y'all get in an argument about that and something else is said. 2 years from now, from then, both things come up. See, words have a way with sticking to the mind. The reason why the words stick to the mind is because they stick to your heart. They stick to the heart chakra. The reason why they stick to the heart chakra is because you allow that energy to resonate not only in your crown chakra, but you allow it to resonate in your heart so it becomes part of you. Whenever you think of that person, you think about not only what they look like, smell like, act like, but what they sound like in the words that they say. And then you get that warm, fuzzy feeling. Or you get that, that brick wall, you want to just put a shield up type of hate. Just thinking about that person from their words. Something somebody could have said to you 10 years ago could be a trigger for you right now to do something negative. So technically, if you, by definition, they hypnotized you to whenever you hear those trigger words, you're going to act upon those words in a negative manner. That's like if you're in an argument. And the argument you had 10 years ago scarred you because something was said. Let's hypothetically say he called you to B. He called you a B. And right after that, he smacked you. That relationship ended. 10 years later, you getting into an argument with your new fiance. He called you a B. You automatically go right, you time travel mentally right back into that moment. And you fill that body up. If you ain't got therapy or have got past it, if you haven't dealt with that, you right back there. Because that's how the mind works and the subconscious work as a defense mechanism. And you right back in that moment. So you remember the last dude slapped you, so you expecting to slap, so you get the knife and yak. And then you had a moment of insanity. That's what you plead on the stand. And it was actually true. But the physical evidence didn't agree. Words. That scenario, words and actions from a situation that happened 10 years ago could allow a future situation to become negative for the future beyond that. I know that's kind of heavy, but we going there today. An argument or something you said to somebody 10 years ago could affect somebody right now to do something heinous So their future will be compromised. So something you did a while back affected somebody's future. And imagine if that person that it affected future was pregnant at the time. So it affects that baby's future. Those words. That's how heavy words are. Do you know what curses and hexes are? There's no physical contact usually on with curses and hexes. Those are words. Words. Let's take it to the streets. What about the homies that's doing life? What about the family members that's doing 10, 15, 20 years? Why they doing that time? Because the jury, the prosecutor, the judge, all agreed to a word. Guilty. One word could get you 120 years. One word could get you a calculated execution. One word could give you a death date. Please be careful with your words. Before I get out of here, this ain't gonna be a long one. I'm going to read some quotes. Quote number 1. Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to heal, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, to humiliate, and to humble. That's by Yehuda. Words have all those abilities, and they're all controlled usually by a mouth or a series of mouths. You have a mouth. You even have hands if you can't speak. Sign language is still words. Nonverbal communication. Nonverbal, but you still vocalizing with your hands. An exchange of energy. That's how powerful words are. The tongue has no bones, but is strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. That's unknown. We don't even know who wrote that, but it was fire. The tongue has no bones, but is strong enough to break a heart. So be careful with your words. We've seen many heartbreaks from words. Many. Lies start from words. Kind words can be short and easy to speak, but their echoes are truly endless. That was Mother Teresa. The echo of words could be endless. We still talk about things people have said. We still say words we don't even know where these words really came from. Technically, Egypt, they're creating the alphabet and all this other stuff, which is very important. But the sayings, the words, why in America, I'm taking it to the hood, why in America, in every hood, even before social media, 100, even before social media. How could you be doing something in your city, like a new little slang come out, and you go down south or you go out west or you go out your other people's house, they saying the same slang that y'all thought y'all just made up? How fast is these words traveling? It's changing culture. Words change culture. Hip hop is words. Hip hop is a culture. And the conglomerate of, dancing, tagging, which is words, vocalizing, rapping, dance, all different types of stuff. But at the end of the day, hip hop is a formulation of words. People buy books. Why? What's in them? They're words. But they make you feel a certain way when you read them in a certain order. Be careful what you read and be careful what you're watching. Be careful what words you're listening to. These are the things that's controlling this and this. The word you allow to come in and resonate here is what you're going to become. You're programming yourself. And usually what's programmed in comes out. In engineering, the old term when computers first came out, garbage in, garbage out. That was the saying about data. Data comes in, processes, and goes back out. That's basically what we do. We're electric. We all have the electrical pulse. So we plugged in. We require energy to move. Words, though. But the human tongue is a beast that few can master. It strains constantly to break out of its cage. And if it is not tamed, it will run wild and cause you great grief. That's from another unknown quoter, another unknown source. Now, another thing about words is this. When you get married, when you make some type of promise, when you make some type of bond, when you make some type of covenant, when you make some type of commitment, when you sign some type of contract, you are agreeing with your words and your physical signature. But that's why you say I do when you get married. It's a verbal confirmation because you're putting that energy out to the universe to let the universe know it's confirmed. It's confirmed. Here's the confirmation. And then when you get married, you have to consummate, which means your blood have to exchange. You have to consummate the marriage, which means not only did your words go to the universe that y'all bonded, now physically y'all bonded. So you had an exchange of energy. And while you're exchanging that energy, you're saying words. I love you. I'm glad you're my wife. Blah, blah, blah. Those words are exchanged from you to her with energy so that energy starts to intertwine. And 50 years later when you say I love you, she knows that tone. She knows the way that energy feels. And she knows how it makes her feel. That's why words are important. Last two. This is a quote by Joel Osteen that I really liked. It says, be careful what you say. You can say something hurtful in 10 seconds. But 10 years later, the wounds are still there. I like that by Joel Osteen. And I just like to say that, last but not least, we have a quote from no other than Philosopher A.D. Jones. Philosopher A.D. Jones says, words are like pistols. Even when they're empty, they can still be dangerous. So watch out. With those empty words you're spewing. When your girl ain't around. When your dude ain't around. Negative stuff you saying to other people about your mate. You saying it to be cool or be in a conversation just to relate, just to have something bad to say. But those words resonate. Yeah, man, I heard in their relationship they doing this. I heard he ain't doing this. I heard he ain't doing this. I heard she ain't doing this. Then they meet the dude on the street and they already got an impression about the guy off some false words. Those could be dangerous. What about people that lie and say they mate cheated on them or whatnot? That's dangerous. You know? You could walk in a certain hood and say an idle word. You could say the wrong word. And it's just an idle word, something you just say off the whim. But it could cost you. So words are like pistols. Even though they're empty words, they could still be dangerous. Even if you just call your girl out of her name with an empty phrase, that's still going to stick in her mind like you said it with authority and with hate behind it. And she going to be scarred. Same with your dude. You hear all the stories. You ain't gonna never be nothing. You ain't ass. You ain't gonna never, you know, that resonate. That, and then they tell their kids. Then they tell their kids. Those words last generation. Those are the generational curses. That's one form of them. It's all from words. Curses is from words. What you saying that resonates is from words. A person's self-esteem is based off of words. If they look like crap but people still telling them they look beautiful, those words are going to reinforce their behavior. They're going to keep looking like that. Bad or good. That's why it's important just to keep it 1,000, tell the truth, and it is what it is, because if you tell somebody the truth, but in a positive manner, even though it can be negative, you can help them versus hurting them. If your girl asks, do I look fat in this dress? You just don't say, yeah, you know, you need, boy, I'm so glad you asked me that. You need to go to the gym. You need to get them thighs. No, she done had your big head babies. So that's why her body looks like that, bro. And she works. And she cleans. And she got her own life. But anyway. If she asked you, do I look fat in this dress? Babe, the dress don't make you look beautiful. You're beautiful without the dress. So just watch what you say. Watch what you do. Words could actually start wars. One word does and have started wars in the past. Charge! And that being said, charge! Get out here, be the best you could be, but in the meanwhile, watch your words. Till next time, peace.
Run, two, come, let's go. I said, run.